Hey guys, welcome to our series from Datamark on indoor mapping. Today I wanted to introduce the first part of our web series on why indoor mapping and introduce some user stories that I've encountered through the last couple of weeks of going to conferences and talking to stakeholders. Again, my name is Matt Doddenville. I'm the product owner for Inside, and I'm happy to be here with you. So I think when I'm at a lot of these conferences, I usually talk to people and ask, where are the AEDs? And this is a great scenario that really relates to a lot of people. And indoor mapping inside of the space can really help out us as the end user if anyone surrounding us, or if we respond to a call and call into 911 and the call taker can direct us to these kind of assets. AEDs or first aid kits or even fire poles in a fire situation. When we're calling in to alert 911 of an incident, it's really nice for them to have the most recent data, up-to-date data, maintained data of the indoor environment from room numbers, because room numbers change on the inside of buildings a lot. A conference room might not be named the same thing it was named last year. So curating this data and giving it to the call taker is really, really important. That means that they can direct us, or someone else responding to an incident, to walk down a hall, to go out this door, and to go down the hall and get an AED to respond to an incident faster. I think another one that I've been hearing a lot more on the police and the fire side of things, is getting maps and getting this kind of data into the hands of the first responder. There's stories from around the country that we hear about firefighters that have their milk crates full of paper maps that they have to go through. They get dusty, they get dirty, they get wet, they're outdated. So bringing a newer process based on GIS and indoor mapping data that curates that keeps it live, that really brings that into their hand in a 21st century digital way. This helps them in a fire situation respond to fires better. It gives them situational awareness while going to the fire. Where are the fire shutoffs? Where's the alarms? Where's the fire extinguishers? If it's a smaller fire, where do they hook up at? Even traditional GIS linked in with what's the latest pressure on those hookups. Maybe they don't want to use the hookup on the building because there's a fire close to it and they need to go to a different area. All really, really valuable information. And really the indoor mapping sets um, a foundational data layer to build upon. There's newer technologies coming out for tracking of the personnel. So if a firefighter goes down or has problems and isn't moving on floor 3, situationally in the future, this foundational GIS can be used to show where that is, show where the location of the call taker is. All very important. If I put my hat on listening to people in the police field, there's all kinds of use cases. Again, very similar to fire with being able to see in a real-time situation where your people are and debriefing, but just having the most current up-to-date data. This includes, especially for police situations, requests of like feeding in CCTV cameras and giving that kind of data, that kind of asset data, as much data as we can to the public safety professionals as they're responding to an emergency. I think as I talk to more and more professionals around the country, it's really great to learn how every department does things different. Every PSAP does things different. They all have their unique individual stories, and learning from that and building solutions to help the masses. One of those big things that we'll talk about down the road is how to maintain this data. Um, the public safety, the reason public safety professionals need indoor mapping data is because they're not the ones that are living in these buildings or in the building every year. Maybe one person goes there once a year to do a safety check or just community outreach. But they need these maps because they're not inherently familiar with the buildings. So how do you maintain that data? How do you curate that data? How do you entice the building owners to contribute to having those updates so the public safety professionals can really serve us better as citizens? So, we're going to do more of these series and very happy for you guys to keep on tuning in every couple weeks to talk about new trends that I'm seeing while talking to stakeholders throughout the US. Thanks.